welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Instagram and like what we take in other than food, because remember I was talking about I want to be about wellness and just living being well, and that is not just about what we eat, right? It's not just about like our physical body and our physical well-being. It's about our mind and our spirit as well. So I'm just gonna be completely honest, because that's what I am and that's what I do. Tell you, I did have a therapy session today, and I feel like an open wound. Not like sad, but I guess I had a breakthrough. And I kind of have some, answers to my anxiety and things like that. But now I have to figure out how to apply that and how to help myself. And now, wow, this little thing. Okay, so I'm just giving you a, disclaimer that if I seem a little more out of it than normal, that's why. But it kind of ties into, I'm telling you this because it kind of ties into what I'm going to be talking about today. Doing the work, not just on our body, but on our mind and our habits and things like that. So I'm going to be talking about the top 5 people to follow on Instagram. I have a ton of accounts that I follow that are just like motivational, helpful, have like tips, for obviously physical well-being and fitness and things like that. But I don't really follow like fitness models, because I just look at them sometimes and I'm like, man, I'll never look like that. And that's okay. Now I know I just don't want to fill my my mind with those kind of images that is what I'm supposed to look like, because I know that is not what I'm supposed to look like. I'm supposed to look like me. So what I follow nourishes me and makes me feel good and motivates me to keep going. And there's tips. So I tips on a lot of things that interest me. And I do follow a couple of fashion bloggers, just because I do like to look at all the clothes, even though I don't typically purchase them. But it's fun to watch them and see, all the pretty clothes. So I'm going to go over the top 5 ones that I just absolutely love following, and all their posts add some sort of value to my day if I'm on Instagram. So I'm gonna just get right into it, and we're gonna start with number 1. And I do have to look at my list. I got another list here today, guys. That means it's official. Top 5. So number 1 is Vinnie Tortorich, and the reason why I follow him is because he's like the creator of NSNG, and he's like no nonsense. Just, this is what you got to do, and this is what you got to eat, this is what you can't eat. And he's just like I said, he is just a no-nonsense kind of guy. He doesn't typically post a whole lot, but I do like his posts. It's very refreshing to see someone that is no nonsense and just gives you the facts. I actually do better with that than someone like me, who's a lot of fluff and will give you an explanation for everything. I'm married to someone that just is no nonsense as well. Just gives it to you like it is, and I appreciate that. So I love following him. He also just keeps it super simple. That's why I like him too. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I just have to. So anyways, number 2 person, Jamie Kern Lima, and she was on a couple of podcasts that I listened to, and that's how I heard of her. I did not know that she was the CEO of IT Cosmetics. Now, I don't even really use IT Cosmetics. I heard of Bye Bye Under Eye, which is something that I've actually tried for my under eye circles and or under eye bags and dark circles. I don't even know if it really worked. It's more like of a concealer type thing, and I'm looking to like get rid of them completely. So that's beside the point. But she just actually wrote a book called Believe It, and it's all about, it hasn't even come out yet, but I've been watching her incessantly talking about her book and talking about like getting out of your own way, basically. Like you're telling yourself all these thoughts, telling yourself that you can or cannot do that. And it's important that we believe the best of ourselves, right? A lot of us believe the best of others. I know I do, I try to. But we have to believe the best of ourselves, and that we're doing our best and we're trying, and that we're capable of attaining our goals and making our dreams come true. So she has a really fascinating story, and all of her posts are very motivating and very inspirational, and I just love following her. So that's number 2. Number 3, the next 2 are actually personal finance accounts, and it's Financial Professional, and then number 4 is Personal Finance Club. So number 3 is Financial Professional, and number 4 is Personal Finance Club. They just talk about like all the ways to invest, how to be frugal. The Personal Finance Club, he always ends his posts, like his captions, with 2 ways to become wealthy, and that's live below your means, and number 2, invest early and often. And it's like so simple. Again, like so simple. Just like with like losing weight, we try to make things so complicated, and let's do this, let's do that, let's take this, let's drink that, and you literally don't have to. Same with saving money and becoming financially independent. Maybe not necessarily financially independent, but setting yourself up for future success and financial freedom. So those 2 accounts I really love because they are informational. Again, they're no nonsense. There's not a lot of fluff around them. They just kind of tell you like it is. They give the Personal Finance Club guy, I don't even know his name, I'm sorry. He says it like John. I don't know. But he does these like little pictures, this person starts investing when they're 25, and this person starts investing when they're 40. This person ends up with like $1 trillion, and this person only ends up with 700,000. I mean, that kind of sounds like you're telling you not to invest when you're 40 or whatever, but it just proves that the earlier you start, then compound interest, takes effect and helps you big time, which I know I've seen it happen. So, anyways, Financial Professional and Personal Finance Club. These are 2 separate ones, my number 3 and my number 4. So follow those. My last one, I've got to make a shout out to my girl, Rachel Hollis. I still love her. She's been through a lot. She's done a lot. She's kind of, I did stray away from her for a hot minute because a lot of her content was repeating and I wasn't really appreciating it very much. But bottom line is she's done a lot, and she has made her dreams come true, and she's still helping women every day realize their dreams and their potential. And you've got to hand it to her for that. So I still really like her, and I still follow her. So that is just something, and like she's real. A lot of times, sometimes you run into these women and fame has gotten to them and then they start changing. And I did see that happening a little bit in Rachel, but that was just me, that I was being the judgmental one. And I was like, that's her, that's what she wants to do. It doesn't change anything about her. Like, she's still really a positive person and has a lot of value and has a lot to give. So why am I being judgy? I realized that was something about me. It wasn't her. So anyways, I still follow her. I still really love her. So those are my top 5 people. Different, little things in my life that I really am striving to be successful in these days. And that's my weight, my finances, and just being like a remaining motivated, even though we all know it's not motivation that's going to carry you through, it's discipline and your habits. But I just wanted to say a word on, like, a lot of these people have a lot to tell you, have a lot to share. You have all this knowledge and you're getting all this personal development, right? And you're taking it all in. But then what are we doing? How are we applying it to our lives to make us better? And that, I'm figuring that out too. I just realized something today, big time. And now I'm like, now what? Now what do I do? Because I'm still me. I'm still having the anxious thoughts. I'm still having the catastrophic thinking. That's something about my anxiety. But I know this piece of this nugget of information and this connection that I made. What do I do now? And like, sometimes these people, these influencers or these, personal development gurus have this knowledge for us. And we're like, yeah. But then are we applying it? Are we doing something with it? That is so important, A lot of times you can learn this information, stick it in a desk drawer and close it and not look at it ever again. Even though, like, when you were listening or when you were reading, or it was stirring something inside of you, and then we put it away. So I'm asking a genuine question here. How can we start applying what we learn? What are we gonna do? I'm gonna figure that out with you because I do want to know. So habits, number one, we're gonna work on our habits. Number two, we're gonna hold ourselves accountable. So I'm working on a game plan here, and I want y'all to come with me and join up. And if you're interested, we're gonna figure some stuff out. So that's all I have to say about that, because I truly don't have that much information. But it's been something I've been thinking about, and not just thinking about, but like feeling about. Big surprise there. I'm feeling things. Anyways, I hope you guys go follow these folks on Instagram. Also go follow me, The Real Ann Davis. And I say again, right? Go follow them. Go follow me. And let's do some work. Are you gonna do it? I'm gonna do it. Let's do it together.